you, Mr. Artie Cameraman. Did that look good? Do you know, when you look at a sunflower, you can't do anything but smile, can you? Because they're so beautiful. And I had to have them. It's the time of year. They just look lovely. I'm trying to look at them over. Sunshine and loveliness. Anyway, I'm making a manky fruit cake again. You know I'm quite good at these, aren't I?
Manky fruit cake?
Manky fruit cake, because we often have bits of manky fruit. And I've done quite a few manky fruit cakes in my time. There's one which is in my book, which is called March Plum Cake. And it's because I had a plum that had obviously been hanging around since the autumn in the bottom of my fridge. A few plums. I made a cake with it once. Delicious. So I thought, we've got some manky peaches. So I'm going to make like a peach Melba cake, but with some almonds. What do you think?
Nice.
It'd be nice, wouldn't it? Something a bit different. So it's kind of along the theme of my March plum cake, which is in my book, by the fact that I put a bit of demerara sugar at the bottom with the fruit. It just helps make the fruit at the bottom a little bit sticky, a bit delicious. So in my square tin, I've just lined it, but I've also put some demerara sugar on the bottom and some sort of flaked almonds as well, just scattered over there to make
Faked almonds?
Faked, yeah. Fake almonds. I was going to say something this horrible. They're actually fingernails, but they are. Yeah. They look a bit like them, don't they? Do you remember doing things for Halloween as a kid? Fingernails with ground almonds. Yeah, anyway. So I'm going to put the fruit on top of there, and then I'm going to make a vanilla almondy sponge, and then I'm going to poke some raspberries in the top because I've got some in the freezer. That's it. That's what I'm doing. It's really easy. So easy in actual fact. But you could do it, John.
So this isn't part of your 50 Shades series?
No, this isn't 50 Shades. This is kind of 40 Shades and a half, because I quite like this myself. But it's not in one of my all-time favourites, but it's a lovely cake. So it's kind of more what we do every day, really. It's everyday cooking, isn't it? It's using up stuff that's manky and making something else with it. I don't like waste. I hate waste. So that's why we're using manky fruit. So in here I've got 200 grams of butter, and I'm going to put 200 grams of caster sugar in there. Actually, no, I'm not. I tell a lie. I'm going to do 100 grams of caster sugar. Maybe actually I'm going to do 150, and then I'm going to do 50 of light brown muscovado sugar as well. Because I just love what it does. It makes cakes so squidgy and slightly butterscotchy. Really, really nice. So I'm going to measure that out. I'm going to sneeze. I'm surprised Winnie's not here because there's a butter paper hanging around. Winnie! Win! What's it got for you? It's your favourite thing. It's your favourite thing. Go on, take it. Take it. Take it. Show it. Oh, don't wait. Lick it. Lick it. There we go. Winnie's treat she gets occasionally. So that's 50 grams of the sugar, there we go, and 150 of caster. Look at your nose, is that sound? There we go, that's going in. Right, so I'm going to beat these two together. Then I'm going to add 3 eggs. I've weighed the eggs, they come to about 200 grams too. And then we're going to add 200 grams of 150 grams of self-raising flour, 50 grams of ground almonds, and a pinch of baking powder. Okay, but I'm going to put that recipe up, as I always do, on YouTube, so you'll be able to find it. So anyway, let's give it a mix and come back. Oop. All nice and light and fluffy. Crack in 3 eggs. So I weighed them, they came to just almost the 200 grams, so it's sort of all the same amount. 200 grams of fat, 200 grams of sugar, 200 grams of self-raising flour, and 200 grams worth of egg. That's how to remember it. It's always equal quantities when you're sort of bunging a cake together off the top of your head. Right, give it another beat with them all in, come back. Okay, so that's all mixed together. I've just been weighing out my flour. So it's 150 grams of, it's self-raising, isn't it? Just for a moment, I think, oh, did I get the plane out? But no, I didn't. So 150 of self-raising flour, and then I'm going to do 50 of ground almonds. And because I've replaced some of the self-raising flour with almonds, I'm just going to do a little pinch. Now this is called technically a woozley bit. If any of you have watched what I do before. A woozley bit means a very, very small amount. One day that'll make it into the Oxford Dictionary. So just a woozley amount of baking powder. Okay, there you go, just like that. So I'm now going to bung that in with a little bit of vanilla essence. I say extract, actually that's what this is. Vanilla extract, so about a teaspoon. Because Peach Melba is peach, raspberries and vanilla ice cream, isn't it? So actually, let's get that vanilla flavour going in there. So pop all that in together. And again, just stir it in gently, fold it in. And while that's doing that, I'm just going to show you the fruit when I put the fruit in. So this is a mixture here of yellow flesh and white flesh peaches, and just scatter them over the bottom with the fingernails. It's a bad joke, isn't it? Yeah?
I won't be able to get it out of my mind now.
Be it forever. Okay, so just pop that over the bottom. So that demerara sugar is going to sort of melt down and get all nice and squidgy with the almonds and the liquid, the sort of the liquid from the fruit, the juice, and it's going to make it kind of sticky and squidgy. Really lovely. Okay. Just fold it around the edges, make sure I got it all in. There's the lovely mixture, almondy. Oh, it's lovely, lovely vanilla in there. So just plonk that on top. And I'm going to cook this about 180. I don't know how long. As usual, I will come back to you when I cooked it with how long it took. Okay. Into the spoon. Oh, it's so lovely, isn't it? That's what all kids sit at the end of the counter for, isn't it, when their mum makes a cake? To lick the spoon. And I'm looking forward to having when my grandchild is born. I'm looking forward to grandchild coming here, sitting at the end of the counter, and me filling it with sugar.
And then handing it back.
Yeah. Can't wait. Oh, I'm going to be so unpopular. But that's what they do, isn't it, grandparents? Aren't they supposed to behave quite badly? I saw something once on a picture, and it said, if I knew how much fun my grandchildren were going to be, I'd have had them first. Right, so these are the frozen raspberries, and I'm just going to poke them down. Okay, poke them in. All the way. All the way. Actually, John, why don't we do a little fast thing. So brilliant, that time lapse, isn't it? Really fast. Okay, so I'm just popping the mixture just over the top to protect them really more than anything. And then I'm going to bung it in the oven, as I said, 180. Who knows?
Ish.
30 minutes, maybe a bit longer. It could be about 35. We'll have to see. We'll see. Maybe I'll tell you all about it in a minute. Stop asking me questions. I'll tell you. It'll be fine. I'll bung it in the oven. But I'm not doing it with your camera because you'll see my bosses. Smooth. It's cup of tea and a piece of cake time. Here it is. So it took 40 minutes in the end at 180 degrees fan oven. and it's perfectly cooked. I mean, it's just beautiful. So you can see the top, you've got all the flecks, all the peaches, and then you've got the ground almonds, and can you see how it's kind of sticky? That lovely sort of stickiness on top, and that's because of the demerara sugar, which is mixed with the fruit juice, and it just makes it so scrumptious. And then little flecks of the raspberries as well. Now, ideally, because this is still quite warm, it's come from the oven, ideally I would put it on a plate before I served it. I just can't wait. And also, I kind of think I should do this for you. So, ideally, this is not what you do. You don't cut a piece of cake like this off a wire rack, but you know, we're living in strange times. There we go. Now, just have a little look at that. They're the raspberries, there's the fruit on top, and then that delightful little squidgy stuff on top of that. Just a good dollop of creme fraiche. That's all you need. Oh, you also need a large fork, so you can eat some little cup of tea. Does that look nice, John?
Looks lovely.
Really pleased with that. Okay, so.
You sure that's your piece?
Yeah. You're having the big, that's yours. That. Oh. That's Peach Melba heaven. Oh god, that's so lovely. That really velvety almond cake, which is so moist and slightly butterscotchy because I put the soft brown sugar in there as well. And then you've got that lovely intense raspberry, okay? So popping them in frozen is absolutely brilliant. You've got a lovely intense bit of raspberry, you've got soft, silky peach on top, and then that squidgy toffee sort of feeling on top of that. Okay, John's winding me up now, and I know you think it's because I'm going on a lot. It's not, it's because he actually wants to eat a large slice of this. So, can I just recommend you make this Peach Melba Cake with your manky peaches and your frozen raspberries?